first as well. So, I guess, do you guys want to recap what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Do we, Nate?
I'm sorry. I'm literally having 3 conversations. So we're talking about what we're doing with on our downtime, right? Who wants to go first in this?
Well, Kai's going first, but
Okay.
yeah, I didn't know if you just wanted to recap each other what your point was, like where you're at right now in the story, or why you're going home.
Yeah, we can. Like, if you'd like to go first, Kai.
Oh goodness. All right. So we've done our first like big mission, and this is after some people have died, not in our party, thankfully. So Theo's got a taste of mortality and like, hey, I could probably die. I need to know more about my mom. And so he's got to talk to his dad and see if his dad is gonna give any information out about his mom. And yeah, just that's like his big thing for this particular visit. Also, he just misses his dad. I don't know if there's anything else you want me to say.
No, just whatever you wanted to say. That was good. You did a good job.
It's okay. You can leave it open, buddy. Why? Because you're struggling. That's the first why. Second why? It's absolutely fine, bud. It's no big deal. I am so sorry.
It's okay. It's your turn.
Okay, and I think for Lucian, he was mostly just trying to get kind of getting back to basics because he feels a little overwhelmed with how everything went down. And I think with the whole thing that's been going on with Theo, it just made him start like wondering, like, is it stuff that he should be worrying about? He's always been worrying about stuff in his future and what he needs to be doing with it, but he never really took time to like self-reflect about what happened in the past. So that's kind of weighing on him a little bit, but I think he just needs a little bit of that R&R from his parents, maybe some parental advice that he's trying to go for, and maybe like get back to snuff, if that makes sense.
Man, you were gonna regret that.
Oh no.
All right, so Kai, Theo Gloom Reaper. Sorry, it's been a while.
Yes.
What does
Junior.
yes? What does home look like for you?
It's kind of just like a little cottagey house with like a thatched roof with like, hay thatched. And then near a field. I don't know. It's like a typical little like cottage for a farmer family.
So your dad's poor.
Yeah, not incredibly poor, but just not like, super rich.
I got you. So are you and Lucian going together and then splitting off, or are you guys separated right now?
We're separated right now. We'll probably meet up
Okay.
day after.
That's fine. So you head home. It is a nice Lovoxian afternoon. The sun is high in the air. You are in the thumb, so you're getting that farm smell of manure.
Am I the only one?
What? You are the only one, Tom. Wait,
Okay.
what were you asking?
I was like, am I the only one that everything just dropped sound for, and then it just came back?
Oh,
No.
like the audio?
Yeah, my audio just went. Whoop.
Yeah, that might
In
have
the
been
middle of
just
your
you because I was
sentence.
hearing that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to bother.
I thought you were gonna be like, "Am I the only one on the Lovoxith right now?"
Am I the only here?
And
Where's everyone?
And to your surprise, there's
the only
Owen Goodwin
one?
standing in the middle of the field.
Where is everyone?
But
Oh
yes.
man, Owen Goodhope, what are you doing here in the thumb?
I'm slumming it.
No, we're not in the
when we're just the
slums.
slums.
You gotta go hang out with Spooner to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So what you thought was Owen Goodhope, after the glaring sun gets out of your eyes, you realize was just a scarecrow resembling his effigy, being the celebrity that he is.
I see.
And as you chuckle to yourself, mistaking a scarecrow for a friend of yours, you make your way to the cottage.
I'll just open up the front door.
And you enter the front door, and you're immediately hit with the smell of old food, possibly soup, something, or some nasty fruit that's been sitting out for a while. Your father is not known for his ability to keep a house clean.
Dad, how many times have I told you to pick up after yourself?
And from a room in the back, you hear, "Theo! Is that you?" And describe how your father looks again, please.
He looks a lot younger than he should, for a single father. He's probably only like 20 years older than Theo, but he looks younger than he I don't know. So he just kind of looks like a slightly gruffer, like scruffier, older version of Theo.
And okay, so what does Theo look like?
Uh,
An older version of his father.
no, a slightly younger version of his father.
I look older than my father.
It'd be really funny though.
Believe it
No,
or not. I know I'm not his brother. I'm his father.
yeah, this is my dad, not my older brother.
So your father immediately runs through the house and gives you a big bear hug. Kind of uncommon for him, considering the last time he saw you, he was very unhappy and stern, lecturing you about the evils of pursuing certain interests. But you can tell he missed you, and the smell of alcohol is heavy on his breath. And he lets you down. Says, "Oh, I didn't expect you home. You've been gone for so many days. I was starting to worry. Are you doing good? You don't look like you haven't been eating, or you." And he looks at your clothes, or you've been eating something, possibly some of Takiri's or can't think what's his face is Quartz's soup on you.
yeah. Sorry.
You're remembering that.
Yeah.
I knew it happened, and I was thinking about it, and the more I'm thinking about it, the funnier it gets.
What, Lucian yerking up the soup?
Vomit-soaked outfit.
I know. Wait for me. Just continue your scene right now, Theo.
Sorry. okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm all right. I swear.
No need to apologize. This is your time. No judgment here.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I think.
Well, I mean, you don't look hurt, which is good. Did you
yeah.
find what? Have you found what you were looking for?
Yes. We the eye of Grim will be restored. Thankfully.
And you see his eyes light up. Oh, that's fantastic! It would be nice to have some law and order come back to the city. It's been rough out there, Theo.
Yeah. Don't I know it? We had to go through the Hergos territory, right? It was the Hergos territory.
You went through the Hergostian lands?
Hold it. Sorry, out of character. That is where we went through, right?
No.
No.
I thought it was
Okay.
Bonnie.
You did good. Yeah, they
Ren Bonnie.
were occupying the area. It's fine though.
What was? Oh,
Yeah, they came in there and took it over because they thought they were being attacked.
right. Okay. Yeah. So
That was
technically
last
it's
year's
not.
problems.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a hot minute. Uh. Yeah. I guess. Well, it was actually the Renvani territory, but yeah.
Oh, those fake farmers. The ones who think they're too good to share their knowledge with the thumb.
That was. That was something.
Well, tell me about it.
I,
I've missed
uh,
you. I know
yeah.
I normally am not this compassionate, but ever since our last talk and me thinking I wasn't going to be able to talk to you or see you or damn near hold you again, it's just I've been dealing with a lot of inner reflections, and I'm sorry that I wasn't the father you needed me to be in a moment of you trying to show me your personal growth, Theo. And I even almost lost my life and still couldn't see the beautiful child I have in front of me, and I'm so sorry, Theo. So sorry. And he crumbles to the ground in front of you, sobbing.
It's. It, uh, I put my hand on his shoulder, his right my right hand on his shoulder, whichever shoulder, I don't know. It I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
No, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, very, yeah, I was gonna say, very appropriate. Theo hasn't seen this side of his father, I'm sure.
Um
You put your hand on your father's shoulder, and he grips it with his immediately, and then you hear him reclaim his senses, and he shoots up. He says, "But enough of that. You're home. My son, the guard of the city, is home, and we should have a drink. Please, Theo, come in, please. It's your home too. It's not just mine. Please come in."
yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
you see him start to take a bunch of dishes from the table that have covered in food and throw them into the sink, and there's just bottles. Not all over the place, but you can tell he's been drinking. He's like, "I'm sorry, I've just been very busy trying to take care of the what do you guys farm?"
kind of like a grain of sorts.
Grain of
Uh
sorts.
yeah.
Farms various grains. Got you.
Yes.
It's just been
Uh
I've been farming various grains, Theo. It's been a lot of work. The city needs resources. I had people over, other neighbors celebrating the work we've all been doing. Uh, and
Dad.
he starts picking up bottles and ignoring you, saying, "Dad, ah, yes, some." I can't read these labels. Damn Elvish. Then he starts pouring it into glasses, and he hands you one shakingly. You can tell he hasn't had a drink for a little bit.
Did you start drinking?
I haven't started yet. And he takes his glass and he goes to give you a cheers.
Theo's just holding this drink at the same like level it was being held at when he was handed it. It's like,
Hmm.
you promised you weren't gonna drink again.
And I didn't. I kept that promise. And then, sure enough time had passed, and I believe promises have limitations, right?
No.
And he clinks your glass and immediately starts guzzling it like water. And you can tell from the smell of this that this is pretty potent. So for him to just down it like he is probably not a good thing. But his hand stops shaking as he's drinking. And as the drink starts to spill off the side of his lips, he looks at you and goes, "Ah, Can't read it, but you don't need to be able to read to be able to taste.
You have to stop drinking.
I did! There's nothing left in the cup, Theo. Why are you being like this? Jeez. Come, son, sit down. Tell me everything.
Can't watch this happen, Dad.
Then shut your eyes, Theo. Everything. What is wrong?
It's slightly awkward because I feel like I've been in situations like this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take this so close to home, Nate.
No, you're good, but I'm completely like understand how like Kai is feeling. He's like, yeah, like ew.
He's just
Oh,
like
man.
shutting every door I'm trying to open up to.
Mhm. Stay strong, Theo.
No, like I mean the dad, not you.
Clarify you're talking to.
I've never.
What I'm saying is he's in character, but in character I hate this guy.
Oh no! This guy almost died. Give him a break.
Yeah, but he also
Yeah.
was like ready to disown his son simply for saying he was going to search for something.
Yeah, and it obviously impacted both people
And
for sure.
It took three of you to convince this dude to give Theo a break.
He's an overprotective dad who's apparently also a drinker.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. His demeanor is completely changed from the last time you saw him, which was only 3 or 4 days ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dad, what is going on?
Nothing, Theo. I'm just, the incident at the church really helped me search through some things with me, and I'm just trying to be more appreciative of the things that I have, of you, and be a better father. That business with whatever you were involved in does not have to be something that breaks us apart. It could be something that brings us together, and I see that now.
You can't find the answers to repairing any relationships at the bottom of a bottle.
Theo, I don't know what you think's going on, but I'm not searching for answers at the bottom of a bottle. I'm just enjoying life. I'm an adult man, Theo. I can make my own decisions in life, as you make your own decisions in life.
So I suppose if I started drinking like you do, you'd be proud of me?
I'd be proud of you no matter what you did, Theo, and I just wish you could be proud of me for whatever I do.
I'm worried.
But there's no need to be worried, Theo. Can we just sit and drink as men and enjoy each other's company? When was the last time we had a meal where we were both happy, Theo? Is this how your mother would want to see us?
I don't know anything about her. You've never talked about her before.
And you see his face go red, and you can tell it's not from the alcohol. He's like, I I don't typically like talk about your mother, but as I said, things are different now, and you obviously have one. I can't keep that from you any longer.
Holy crap, I'm sorry.
The
that
dots
was
have to
funniest
connect
line-
somewhere.
funniest line
I'm
I
so
have ever heard in my entire life.
I don't know why. I just, sorry.
No, yeah,
That's really
it's
funny.
true. It's true. You're 23 years old. It's gotta connect
It's
somewhere.
about time you knew you have a mother.
I can't lie to you anymore. You do have a mom. You weren't just born out of nowhere.
I'm sorry. I don't know where I was going with that one, but that's where we ended. That's where we landed.
It's so good. That is what, like, straight up my favorite line from anything ever. It's a secret anymore. You have a mom.
I feel like you deserve experience points just for having to listen to that line.
Oh yeah, it's like tanking up like in Minecraft when you hear that bing boing bing every time you say
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
my eyes are watering. A part of me wanted to kind of comment on what happened outside your door too at the time before he's like, why couldn't we have drinks like men in front of each other? Oh yeah, you're gonna have to connect the dots at one point. It's like, yeah, those dots really had to connect somewhere. They got to connect somewhere because it's outside flying about.
I probably bad timing, especially since bringing up your mother, but I started seeing someone as well. And he like waits to gauge your reaction.
Oh my. Ooh.
Theo freezes. And then after a second sets down his drink that he hasn't touched yet. What?
And as I've said, Theo, I've been reflecting a lot, and thinking about you and your safety. And a woman, Helena Studel, who's known to others who have experienced loss or hardship in the communities, has been helping me and others turn to prayer to help get through our internal struggles. I've been praying for you and your safe return, which I can see is working, as you seem good and in good health. And through our intimate sharings, I've grown attached as well as she.
Ah.
Well, say something, Theo. I mean,
It's like, oh. We could build a house with all the bricks that just got shot out.
The first thing that Theo's dad says after he's, like, finally confessed to Theo having an actual mother is that I'm seeing someone. It's like,
I've already replaced her.
oh, it's you. It's Owen.
Owen.
Yeah. It's Owen dresses in drag and doubles as Helena Studel.
I'm into the praying and fixing broken men.
some really nice hoop earrings.
The hoop earrings really sell it.
Except with Owen,
And
they're
the
called Hope
faulties.
earrings.
Hope earrings. There you go. Little earrings with his faces on it.
This is a lot of information to take in. You first start by actually, for once, saying something about my mother, even if it's just that I have one. and then you get into this relationship that you're getting you that you're starting. This is a lot to process.
I mean, Theo, your mom's been gone for more than 15 years. I'm a man. I have needs.
I mean, yes. It's not at all about that. It, it's just you expect me to accept this when I've never gotten any information about my mother at all, and now I have to get to know another person and maybe even like if she makes you happy. It's just I can't deal with this right now.
I understand it's a lot, Theo, but in a way, and again, you don't have to meet this woman or spend time with her. Right? You are an adult. You, what is going on with me, while it's part of our relationship, it doesn't have to be part of yours. But through sharing my relationship, my history with Helena, she helped me to be able to talk to you about this, and I think it's time. Wait 1 minute. I have something to give you. And he gets up stoically and proudly puffs out his chest as he thinks he's being like a amazing father figure. And you hear him walk into his room. And after some rummaging around and some mild cursing, trying to figure out where it is, he walks out with a box that is something you would see a bottle of wine, like a cask, kind of like that long of a box, like a decently long box. And with that, he sets it down in front of you. And this is a normal wooden box. It doesn't look like it has any finishings on it. It looks as if somebody had made this in like a 9th grade woodworking shop. It's not an immaculate or fashionable box in any sense of, you know, elegance. And he takes a key out from off his, takes his necklace off, and with it has a key on it. And he says, "Your mother had left this, and this key does not work unless it's wielded by someone that this box was meant for. I can turn it, I can put the key in, I can turn it, and then the mechanisms will not unlock. This box was left by her for you. If you would like, I could leave you alone to open it in private."
Yeah. Uh, just if you could. Uh,
That's fine. And he
yeah.
hands you the key, and he walks out of the house.
All right. I will stare at the box for a few minutes before I put the key in and turn it.
Could be a boat.
It could be a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat. It's a boat. It's a boat. It's a boat. No.
So you turn the key, Theo, and you hear the mechanisms unlock and spring. And as soon as you open it, a gold vapor starts to pour out from the box, and it emanates soft yellow light.
It's a
It's a boat.
dick in the box.
Dick in a box.
And what you see
You had to figure out the dots eventually.
is a dagger that looks like this. And for those of you who can't see the picture, it is a dagger with a golden hilt, and fine leather wraps around the handle. A little bit longer, shorter than a short sword, but longer than a dagger. And on the hilt, right before the blade, is the etchings of a bursting sun. And you can feel a sense of warmth and comfort coming off of this dagger. This is probably one of the most finely crafted daggers you've ever seen in your life, something your father could never have hoped to afford. In your readings at Tony's, it's Tony, right? Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all your readings of books and myths and lores and legends, blades of this quality are akin to those. This is not something a common person would ever have in their possession.
So Theo kind of reaches out and hesitates before grabbing it, and
And
then he'll pick it up. Yeah.
as soon as you touch it, you get a flash. You see like a flash spark before your eyes, and you can feel something around you, kind of like wind, if it wasn't blowing, but there, like the presence of a force around you as you hold this blade. Uh, just something cut like an extra piece that when wind blows across your arm and you get that feeling of your hair raising like that, you're feeling across your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then it slowly begins to dissipate, but you can feel warmth and love as you hold this dagger in your hands.
Uh, a single solitary tear falls down his cheek, and then he puts the dagger in away so that he can figure out more about it later.
Yep. And as soon as you take your hands off the dagger, that feeling of warmth and love goes, as well as that feeling of the wind, your hair raising up from the wind. And I will add that dagger to your sheet. If I can figure out what your name is.
Theodore.
I'm just going to call it Extra Dagger. No,
Extra dagger. Go extra dagger. Oh, that one was important. Shit.
I'm going to call it a family dagger or something like that. What are we going to call it? Heirloom
The
dagger?
heirloom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heirloom dagger.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Heirloom dagger.
Oop.
Not to be confused with the air-luminescent dagger.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Dagger sounds kind of awful.
They finally changed it so it updates the items too. They fixed that inventory thing. Nice. Okay. Yep.
Ooh.
So you have that, and that is going to be off of your charisma. Oh, spoiler. Yep. There you go.
Horrifying.
Yeah, instead of using strength, needing strength for your damage and stuff, it will work off your charisma.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
being the sorcerer that you are.
I guess the pen is truly mightier than the sword, and we made the
Ah.
pen a sword.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't see much more happening, I'm gonna be honest, for today.
say that again. I'm sorry.
I don't see much more happening in
The Theo
this
household.
day.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Your dad will come back in and ask if you would like some dinner. And whether
Yeah.
and he will ask your help to make it out of various grains. And that will be the closing of that day for Theo. So, Lucian, what does going home look like for you?
I think after everything that went down, yes, like the little bit ago. I don't know. Is this going off the base of what happened last session about a few minutes from?
Us, yeah. I mean, you had left the group, you got
Okay.
back, you met with Hugo,
Yeah.
and yeah, everybody went their separate ways.
All right, understood. I just wanted to make sure. So I think he's just still kind of like keeping count with his pace as he's kind of just walking down the road, kind of enjoying a little more of seeing the grasslands all over again. Probably will like go and walk towards a little bit of the barn to kind of see how the cows are doing. He probably has names for probably all 7 of them.
Let's hear him.
Yep. So
now let's hear the names.
He's gonna go. Yep. He's
Spots.
gonna go over to Bethany, Carol, Denise, what was this? Shiva, and after he gets
Spots.
over on the left side of that and sees them, he goes over back and sees Esther, Tumas, and
Spots.
what is this? What is it? What do you keep saying? You keep saying between. Something
I keep saying spots.
Yeah.
Spots? You want one? Okay, you know what? We're going to say no to Cinder and go for spots.
Well,
One's is spots.
Lucian, while you're examining I really didn't think you were going to give me 8 names. While you're looking at these cows, you hear what sounds like a glass breaking inside the house, and some loud rummaging, which is not something you would be used to hearing coming from your house.
Yeah. I feel like my ears would have immediately perked up. I feel my heart kind of stop in my chest. And I think the worst, and I begin to panic, and I just run immediately to the door.
And as soon as you open the door, you see your parents running around the house wildly looking for something. And then your father says,
Darling, have you checked the broom closet? That's where it should be at every single time we go through this.
Of course I check the broom closet. I always check the broom closet.
Okay, did you check the trunk in the bedroom?
Oh my goodness, I'll check the trunk again, but I did check it.
Okay, but you found it there before. Is it possible it could be there again?
I said I would check it.
And while you're in there, do you mind grabbing the measuring tape? We still have to check my vest. I have a very important meeting tomorrow.
Yes, I'll get it.
What is happening? Mom, Dad, what's going
Lucian. Welcome home, son. How are you?
I think Lucian kind of just buries everything that's been kind of going on for the past few days and is just like, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. What's going on? I heard a glass
Dear,
break.
have
What's
you
happening?
checked the trunk?
I'm
Checked it yet?
in the trunk. I'm looking right now. I have the measuring tape. Is that Lucian?
Yes,
he's
Mom, it's
home,
me.
dear. He's home. Hey, listen, do you want a cup of tea or maybe some of the kombucha we made?
Actually, tea would be really nice. But what's happening? You said a meeting? What do you
Honey,
have a
he
meeting
would
for?
like some tea, please.
I'm coming.
Dad,
I'm
Dad,
coming.
stop ordering Mom around, okay? Like, listen, what's going on? What meeting do you have?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So, I get to be able to fit boots of one of the guards for Hugo. Oh, it's gonna be big for our family. Lucian, you understand.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I want to look my finest, as you could, as you might imagine. Honey, how about the tea? Are we starting to warm the water?
Yes, yes. I come out and give you the measuring tape, and I'm like, it wasn't in the trunk. Lucian, I give you a hug.
I hug her back.
How are you?
I'm doing okay, Mom.
You look a little worried. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, and I kind of just pull a stool over where my knees are almost up to my chest to just kind of sit down.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Well, I'm gonna make tea. I'm gonna make tea. Keep talking.
okay, Mom. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I don't know. It's been a while, and I guess I was out there seeing Bethany and everything, and I just immediately started hearing things in here, and I guess I just really haven't been sleeping well, and it kind of worried me. I thought something bad was happening in here.
Oh no, just looking for things, misplacing things as usual around here.
I know you
What happened?
you
You
Little
told me
couldn't.
you had me
boy.
check all the high places.
Yes, which I might have you do actually, because now I think about it, it could be up high. But anyway, why haven't you been sleeping very well?
Oh, I just
Yes.
well, with this whole new thing with the guard stuff, a lot of things kind of went down that I really wasn't expecting. You guys know Theo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
What a fine boy. Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
well, yeah, I feel like I almost lost him uh about 3 days ago.
Why?
And
What happened?
well, we were kind of attacked when we was in the Rinvani camps, and um I don't know, I don't know, maybe I'm kind of speeding through things. It just I don't know if I'm cut out for this.
Well,
I'm glad you're okay, right? You are okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm okay.
Hey,
I've lots of things to ponder, I guess. And I don't know, that's where I feel I'm at. I just don't know if I'm cut out for it, Dad.
I think you would be a great fit. I've offered it many times for you to work in the shop and me create shoes. I know it's kind of it's doesn't bring a lot of prestige, but I never have any arrows flung at me. Occasionally a couple quarters, but besides that, nothing is ever tossed at me. Or but would always appreciate your help, especially if it goes well with Hugo and we get more opportunities for work.
but would that
True.
make you
Don't you help me?
happy? Would that make you
I
happy to work with your father, or would you be upset that you didn't finish something that you were trying?
hit me with the big words here. I don't know. Like I I think Lucian kind of just tilts his head down next and hits his forehead against his knees. Um, I don't know. I
And
think it's more. Oh, sorry.
the tea. No, I was gonna say the tea kettle will whistle, and I run. I'm like, oh, the tea. Keep going.
Yeah, I think he just takes that as a good excuse to just kind of like pull away from it and goes, "Oh, okay. Yeah. What did you need?" And he
Uh,
stands up, hitting his head off a little bit of the beams. Ow. What did you need me to search for?
no. Come on, Lucian. Please sit. Your mother's getting tea. Let I think this is a good opportunity to talk about you. I,
Yes.
you,
Talk,
I.
talk, talk. Here. Here's your tea. Here's your tea. Do you guys want anything else? Like something to go with it?
Honey, did you put honey in it, honey?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I
That's
always
how I
warn
like it.
you.
Yes. Oh, thank you, dear. Anyway, Lucy, I feel that there might be something a little bit deeper that you're grappling. It's not so much this job, but are you wondering what Lucian is meant for?
I guess so. If without the finding the way to put the words to it, I guess. Yeah, just I don't know. Like kind of like you were saying, like if that would make me happy to work with you, of course. But I think it's. I think I just don't know what happiness is for me.
I think
Hmm.
that is something that we're all meant to find, such as me finding you and your mother. That brought me happiness, and I enjoy being able to have a family and providing for them. As
Mhm.
you know, your mother and I were never able to have our own, though we consider you our son, absolutely. But it it
Thanks for bringing it
doesn't
back.
always come in the way that you expect. I Happiness is meant to be found. It's not just simply made.
Yeah, I guess so. I sip what's the equivalent of a bowl to you of some tea. Sets it back down on the table. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to have this moment with you guys. I feel like it's been too long, and I feel like I kind of grew up mostly here.
Mhm.
I would agree. I think your mother and I would say that we definitely don't see you enough. In fact, you would be able to see your old man all the time if you were to work for the shop.
True, true. But what about you, Mom? Would
Yeah,
people be able to help you around here? Like, I know that would mean it would just be you working mostly in the farmland here.
I'm very capable of taking care of myself and this land. You know, I've been doing it when you've been busy. It's fine.
I
And
know, I just
especially if you would like to figure out what makes you happy, you don't have to worry about us. We'll be here. We'll always be here. And like I said, if you be happy working with your father, then do it. If you don't, it's not like your father's gonna not let you work with him if you wanna figure something out. Isn't that right, Fennec?
Absolutely right, Selby. And I want to assure you, the offer's always open, my boy. You can always join me, and I would always look forward to spending more time with you and teaching you of my craft. But if you're meant for greater and grander things, don't let me hold you back.
We support you whenever you choose.
We love you
I
no matter what.
Exactly.
I think every time when his mother and father speaks, it's always his eyes go attention to them and attention to the next, and he just then kind of gazes at the bowl of tea, and it's like, I appreciate that, guys. I really do. I think more. I think more along the lines. I'm not looking for an escape as much as just, am I doing the right thing?
Hmm.
Well, I mean,
I guess it's been a few days since we actually learned what you've been doing, so it's tough to say. What have you been doing? Sounds like there's been some violence, some danger. Certainly, is it worth putting your own life on the line for?
Well, I mean, at first it was to make sure to defend Good Hope. There was a lot of stuff going on that we had to make debates over to kind of protect that side because it seemed like a lot of the Hugrasta was the people in the Rinvani were just um were too worried about some kind of attack that was happening. Everything that was happening in the market way. It feels like so many dots are connecting that like there's some kind of internal collapse happening in the city. And so far from what we're understanding, it seemed like, the eyes of Grimm were taken, so judgment wasn't really being passed around for it. And now we have kind of I guess a substitute, a crystal we found in Tigiri's uh Sweet Rock Sweet, and now it's just I don't know. I I just don't know if I could lose friends again.
Honey, do you mind grabbing us something to eat real quick? I would like a moment with Lucian.
Absolutely. And I just go back in the kitchen and start whipping something up.
Lucian, it's not easy to say this, but if you're having difficulty fearing for the life of others or seeing them in danger, natural. But how you cope with it is developed. And if you find it difficult now, I can't promise you it's going to get any easier. And this has nothing to do with you working for the shop. I just want to make sure that you understand the costs of what you are investing. And that can be part of your heart and your soul. Don't lose Lucian in this.
Thanks, Dad. I'm kind of just ponders a little more at the bowl of tea, and well, I feel like if I don't persevere, then I lose me completely because I don't give up. But I just
There's
I
no
don't know.
shame in changing your plan.
Maybe it'll be something I'll think about before I go to bed tonight. Just to kind of catch up. But I think right now I put my hand on my father's shoulder and say I just want to enjoy having this time again.
We are more than happy to have you home, son. And he puts his hand on Lucian's hips as high as he can lift.
I mean, I'm still sitting on the stool, so you could pat my knee.
Oh,
pat
okay.
my arm.
Yep, I'm patting your knee. There you go.
There you go. All right.
I thought you were standing.
Yeah, I
then,
stood up for a little bit and then sat back
since
down after you guys told me not to. So you're all good there.
And as like Fenwick is recognizing that the moment's ending, he kind of does clears his throat and says, "Anyway, for my big meeting tomorrow, what do you think?" And he stands up and he shows Lucian his dress vest and his jacket, and it's kind of a little baggy on him, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it looks nice. Kind of reminds me when you and he kind of like pulls a little bit of the garb that you made him. It's kind of like when you made this for me.
Yes, in fact, how are your shoes? How are they?
Surprisingly, they still haven't worn out.
Of course they haven't. The old man still hasn't. Anyway, honey, how are those snacks coming along?
He comes down and she's stop, Phil. Sorry, Phil's laughing. Ah, I'm coming, I'm coming. She comes out with like a plate that's like normal for them, and then she's holding what looks like a huge platter for her, but normal size, normal size plate. It's got like little sandwiches and an apple cut up and some grapes. And it's like, here,
Oh, well, thanks, Mom.
you're welcome. Do you feel better talking to your dad?
Yeah, I would say so, but I definitely would like to hear your on it too.
I mean, I feel that if you're doing the right thing, that's something that you're gonna have to decide on your own. I don't think that your dad and I would be able to tell you if what you're doing feels right. It's kind of something, an internal feeling you'd have. Um, and if it feels like you're doing the right thing and friends that you're helping or the cause that you're working for feels like it's the right thing, then it probably is. Don't discount your gut, Lucian. Or Lucian, sorry. Should know that from my mom. um
You okay, honey? You take your medicine.
not this morning. Don't discount your gut feelings. Gut feelings matter. Intuition is much more important than I think many pay attention to. Trust it. That's my advice on it.
All right. Then I will, Mom. Thanks.
Good. And then after you're done your snacks, you're gonna look up high because I'm gonna find this feather duster if it kills me.
I start kind of looking around for my seated position.
No. Eat first, then look, because I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we're gonna find it.
Okay.
Okay.
Fenway takes a sip of his tea and looks over at Selby and says, "Honey, are you sure you put honey in this?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she
Are
did.
you
Dad.
sure?
Here. And this slide over. You just like extra honey. You like more honey than tea.
I like my things sweet. What can I say?" As he gives her a playful jab.
And she just like
Anyway,
she's like
Lucian,
she's looking everywhere for this feather duster. It's driving her insane. But go ahead.
and there's a few things that I think could be. There's been some odd goings in the area that maybe you have some insight on from your travels. But your mom and I have been discussing that it has not been the same here in the Thumb lately. There's so many new people, so many new faces. Uh, Have you heard or are you
Tons of new
familiar with this?
faces.
There's just so many new people. Yes, every day. The Dushwicks, the Fern Hollows, the Ironbows. There's always just new faces.
Well, I mean, is that not normal? Like, isn't it usually especially with what's going
No.
on? Like, we're probably having a lot of people come through, right?
Excuse me, we pride ourselves on knowing who's who around here,
No,
but we
there's
don't know
no.
anybody. Everybody seems new.
I haven't seen a familiar face in a while either.
Not even the Macbeths from the property over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, their son Joffrey, right?
Nothing. Not only that, but there's also been these lights to the mountains of the north. They're moon fairies playing across the sky every few nights. Any of these sound familiar to you? Have you experienced them? Have you seen them, Lucian?
I can't say I've been seeing the moon fairies, not at all. But there was some odd talks, especially with Scarlet. There was. I think at this moment I kind of gripped the table in realization. I didn't come home any time between the 2 days, right? Like when I was gone, correct?
You happened to stop by while I was on the shop, and your mother was out in the fields feeding Carol and Denise, and well, you know all the rest.
I didn't see you come home, no.
Okay. He kind of
You know how we
restrains
would
his.
feel if you were to stop by and not see us.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to really say it, but with you guys saying that you're not seeing many familiar faces, it just I've I've been having a couple of my people seeing maybe too many of the same face, if that makes sense. There
Hmm.
was there was
Family
somebody
reunions, I understand.
impersonating. What's up?
Yes, I feel similar when I'm at a family reunion. Too many faces I recognize. Yes.
Oh, well, maybe more along the line, Dad, of there was somebody impersonating me,
Hmm.
and I didn't hear of it until I met back up with Scarlet, and the fact that
Oh.
I didn't know that that was happening just worried me more about what was happening the days I was gone.
Well, whoever this person was that was impersonating you, maybe they knew if they came here, we would recognize it wasn't you, so they wouldn't have come here.
I would like to hope so, but it seemed like Scarlett didn't even recognize that that person wasn't me. I don't know how well they pull it off. I haven't seen them in person. I haven't ran into my own doppelganger, I guess. But if you're saying there's not a lot of familiar faces, and then there's now that, and you're saying these moon fairies being about every night, it just
Very
it's a lot to
strange
think
going
about.
on.
Just trying to
Hmm.
figure out what that would have to do.
So, well, can I ask you if this is happening, and should you come to visit, how would we know if it's you or this other person impersonating you?
I guess it would be if they know the names of the cows.
All right then,
I think that's splendid.
I
perfect.
mean, I always go out and see them, especially like, God, as far as I can remember, I've always seen them. Especially after Gerald's passing.
Oh, too soon, son.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago, Dad.
And she
But-
was delicious, but still.
I just kind of hold my bowl of tea again and sip it slowly.
Anyway, that feather duster, dear, have you found it?
No, I haven't. I've been looking high and low, and well, as high as I can look.
You did check the trunk
Yes, twice now.
and the broom closet.
Yes. I can't see the top shelf. up there.
Lucian, do you mind helping your poor mother?
Yeah, it can help. I kind of brush off any of like the crumbs off my knees and stand up, kind of watching the beam a little bit, and I start looking around the house.
Yeah, I can't check on top of the dresser, like on top of the tall dresser. I'm doing my best, but I've looked in the closet, I've looked in the trunk, I've checked all of the cupboards. I have no idea where it got to. Weren't you dusting before you left? Did you put it somewhere?
Not that I can remember. I do remember dusting the beams, usually like the little candelabra, dusted before we light the candles, or we just smelled burning dust.
I feel like it has to be up someplace high.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and check. So I'm now gonna like start investigating the upper parts of the kitchen, the little portion where I can kind of like pop my head up through like the attic way. Do I need to like roll anything to kind of like see if I can find this?
Either you find it or you don't, whatever you want.
I mean, it seems like this is something that Lucian would
Turn
sort
to
of just
page
push.
52 and see if you found
All
it.
right. I do.
High or low, Nate? High,
high.
you get it. Low, you don't.
High is very story related.
All right, so low, you don't get it. You don't find it.
Okay.
Your parents are dead.
Disappointing. How dare you not find this one?
Not
I know,
only
right?
did you not find it, but you found the other thing that your father had lost that your mother was trying to find for years. It's a famous china plate that her grandmother had given to her that your father could have sworn he had cleaned and put away, but that your mother insisted upon him being lazy and misplacing it. And he would in turn blame her for incompetence. If she kept a cleaner house, she would know where all her stuff is.
Oh, that don't fly. She was an ex-maid.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's why he's calling you out, because if you would know, if you could clean a house, you should be able to keep all your
right,
stuff
guys.
together. Well, it hasn't happened. This is you found it, so you found the plate, and this has been a thing.
Okay.
You've sat and lived this argument. This comes up all the time. Something's missing.
Yeah. Ugh. I pull the plate out and I guess I kind of like not much declare that I found it as much as I just go and start putting it immediately in the sink and start cleaning it up.
What are you doing? What did you?
I just found like an old thing that you guys couldn't find a while back. I didn't find the feather duster. I'll keep looking after I clean this up.
You notice Lucian isn't washing dishes properly.
Can I roll
Listen.
performance on my on my dishwashing?
No.
Listen, just move.
Oh,
You know how much-
okay. And I like shimmy off my knees to the side of the counter.
What is that?
Wh-
What is that in the sink?
That's that plate that you were all looking for a while back.
Where did you find that?
Did you say I found it on top of the one cabinet in the beams?
Bill, it's talking to you.
Yeah, that's exactly where you found it.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I explained.
Fenwick?
Oh dear, I'm trying on a different jacket. Hold on, I'll be right back. And he comes. This one's like a better fabric, but it's definitely baggier, like way too big on him. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What about this one? This one looked a little bit better. I want
The
it to
other
look
one
nice.
was the other one was
Oh, what
fine.
did you find?
Come here. Come look in the sink.
It was right where I told you it was, wasn't it?
No.
Good job,
No.
Lucian. I'm so proud of you. You found it exactly where I put it. Yes. Okay, great. So
You
anyway, this
swore.
jacket.
You
How
have
does it look?
sworn you did not know where this was for years, Fenwick.
Suddenly she remembers things. Okay.
I pat my knees. Dad, actually, that jacket's way too baggy. I like the other one. It looked way better.
Oh well, I'm just so in. I'll be right back. He leaves the room to go. Number one, to get out of that room because he just got caught, and then number two, to go swap out his jacket.
Oh, my goodness.
It's okay. The next time you need something looked for, just ask me. I know Dad
I
puts
will.
himself too much in his own head sometimes.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. You make excuses for him. It's fine. I'll
I'm-
deal with it later.
Mom, I'm not, and I put my hand on her shoulder. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just trying to make it easy.
I understand.
If you need
And I
anything,
patted-
just ask me.
I pat your hand. I'm like, you're a good boy. Fine. Don't worry. I'm going to make his tea so much more special the next time.
Yeah, the one that still had the bees in it, huh? It was really funny
Fenwick comes
last time.
back into the room and just like, I'm just not gonna wear a jacket. I just decided just gonna get rid of the jacket, just gonna wear a shirt. Okay. Anyway, Lucian, yes, thank you. You found the duster too, I'm sure.
Actually, no. And I get
But you
up
had to
off
find the
my
plate.
knees
Okay,
and
okay, great.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep looking. I actually start
It's
heading
fine.
up.
It's okay.
I start heading up actually to my old room, and kind of have to hunker in through my door, and kind of just like look in. What is the equivalent of a dog bed? Kind of like look under it a little bit, and look in the armware. And I think that there's like some moment where he kind of looks in the upper shelving and a box kind of shuffles down and it has like old sketched pictures that he used to draw. And I think he kind of just starts reminiscing through that a little bit. But I think that's where he has like this moment of like realization of that's where the feather duster is where he's like, oh man, memorabilia, that kind of stuff, and goes, oh, my mom does this too. And as soon as he stands up, he sees it on top of his armware and grabs it. I think I found it, and I start kind of like shimmying down about 3 steps a step.
Oh dear, he found it, honey.
When you came in, you could like see me like whisper, like shouting at him, like 6 years, and you're trying to start. Oh, the
But look, he found the feather duster. Yes, look at this. Great topic. Love it. Come here, my boy. You show your mother the thing that she needs to use to continue her work and be quiet.
I just like grab the feather duster, and when I do it, like whip it back, and it like boofs like Fenwick in the face. Oh, thank you so much for
Fenwick
that.
playfully laughs.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you finding that for me.
No problem.
Instantly, just like starts going around like dusting, like God, it's been too long.
Fenwick looks over at Lucian and says, "Well, certainly make yourself at home. Is there any last things you wanted to talk about?"
No, if anything, I think I just want to enjoy being home for a while.
I'd love to have you.
Who would
Go
like that
ahead,
too?
relax.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
And Lucian, we're proud of you, regardless of what you decide.
Very.
I appreciate it, guys. He blinks back a few tears.
Oh gosh. She's like,
Um,
well, don't forget to put that tape away in the correct place, so we can find it not in 5 years. And I'm like, anyway, what were you saying, Lucy?
it's nothing. I think I'm just gonna kind of take in the ambience in my room for a little bit.
Okay.
Before you go to bed, I think we need a family hug.
Okay, and he like wraps his one arm around both of you and hugs in between your
We're
heads.
hugging your kneecaps.
Yeah.
This is the
Just like
cutest
leaning.
family ever.
I know. I'm sure Theo's having a great talk with his dad.
Yeah.
Theo's
we'll go
definitely
with
not
that.
having the weird feeling that he doesn't quite fit in his home.
Oh, he's gonna be so jealous. I wouldn't be surprised if his dad's new wife decides that she doesn't need his last kid, so he doesn't need to have his kid around anymore.
Okay. But yeah, like he gets that good family hug in, and I think a lot of the reminiscent talks that they have is just more just enjoying family. I think like that's his happiness is knowing what you can control within your home, knowing that you're able to balance the things where they need to be, that there's none of this contention between two parental figures trying to figure who's right and who's wrong. It's just that we can keep our boat going, and that's his whole thought of like maybe my purpose is there, but it also lingers on the thought of like maybe that's how I am for my group. Thinking about like how Hope had to make their decisions during that stuff in Renvani, how Hikiri needed the support of us during all the things that was going on at her home. It's like that's where I think he's starting to find that he's seen a little glimmer of hope in what he's doing.
That's sweet.
Does that mean you're gonna stop being so friggin' depressed all the time?
Oh my god.
Oh my
I mean, like
gosh.
that's yeah.
I think he's gonna try to get back to snuff, but yeah, it was being in a new mindset and new everything. I think that's why he needed this.
Okay, you got it. You got all of it,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's canon that Lauren and Travis are your parents.
I love that so much.
That was pretty fun.
Travis showed up and I'm like, oh. And then you were like, oh, he showed up. And I'm like, yeah, that's weird.
I had the option to wait, but I wanted to feel the vibes first, and so
Yep. Yeah. That was really good. I loved it.
So funny.
Really appreciated it.
It's all good. I'm glad that I lost it when he said he was making boots for the guard. It was I lost it hard on that one. So excited about making boots.
I know. So excited for the boots.
Oh man,
God.
that had me. And then the just that whole
They're gonna
thing.
start call.
The whole
They're
thing
gonna
was
start
great.
calling us the Flora Twigstone Sketchers from now on.
That whole thing was great.
Mhm.
So then you are going to sleep then, right? Yes.
Yeah, I think it was just after having that moment and then call it a night.
Okay. And then you will wake up following day, you and Theo,
Yeah.
refreshed after communing with your families.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I am nowhere near that.
Yeah. Can you tell us how Theo leaves their home?
Yeah, so Theo sneaks out as early as he can in the morning,
Yeah.
leaving a note on the table about how he's going back into town just to like hang out with some friends for the day before he goes back to his guard duties. Because it's a little awkward with his dad right now, so he figures he can probably catch Lucian before things go down. So he's gonna go like head over that way, moseying along, mulling things over.
Yeah, your dad would have been passed out. He would have gotten out of the house no problems.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably like early morning, but not super early morning by the time he gets over to Lucian's house with the parents.
Oh, good. So, are you knocking on the door? What are you doing?
Yes.
How early are we talking?
All right, here we go. All right, so
And around breakfast.
right around breakfast time, and who would
All right,
answer?
well, I would have been up. Or
Okay,
Sully would have been up.
take it away.
She'd have
It's out
been,
of my hands.
out. Yeah, she'd have been out in the fields, and then came back and been making breakfast. Opened the door and been like, "Hello, Theo. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Come in, come in. Are you hungry? I made breakfast."
Sure, I'd love to have breakfast with you if that's all right.
That's
You and the
perfectly
family.
fine. Come on, come on. Lucian
Okay.
should be up any moment.
I think you would probably hear like the thunderous plop out of a bed.
There he is, right there.
Yep, that's him.
Don't worry, he'll be down momentarily. And she just like goes over and is flipping pancakes on plates and like putting sausages on there. She's just going at it. She's in the zone. Like, take a
Theo's
seat.
just
Take a
kind
seat.
of standing awkwardly.
You're
Go ahead,
standing
take a seat.
awkwardly would be having your head like next to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's 100% because he's also extra tall too.
Yeah.
Like 6'1" or something.
Go ahead. Sit down, sit down. She just pointed to these very tiny stools. Like, go ahead, take a seat.
Thank you. He like awkwardly sits down.
She's just like
He's
cooking away in
clearly
the kitchen.
he's clearly been here before. He's just still awkward as hell about coming over because he was an only child.
Yeah.
Not used to having friends.
Right.
She like gets a plate and puts pancakes on it and sausage and brings it over and she's like, "Here you go." Just doesn't even ask you. You're eating.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Would you like milk? We have lots of milk.
Sure.
Pours you a
Thank you.
glass and then goes back in. She just can't stay still.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Gotta move.
slowly working on pancakes. I don't know. Waiting for Lucian to come down so he can like
Save me.
I want to kind
almost,
of see how
but
this
also
goes.
oh no, you better come down here, Lucian.
Well, as a contrast to how Theo's day was going, immediately Lucian, as he pops out of his room, is just like,
Is playing music.
he's just having a good time. He just takes a few jolly steps down, and it's like, oh, hey Theo, I wasn't expecting you to be over.
Neither was I.
He just
And I
has a plate and already puts it down next to Theo. There you go. Good morning.
thank you. I
Welcome.
merely like get onto like my knees and kind of shift them in under the table, and kind of just sit on my knees and say like, Theo, so how'd things go? How'd things go with your dad? Takes a bite of the sausage.
Oh my god, sorry.
What?
She puts all the food to the side and she's like, "I'm gonna go outside and tend to the animals. You guys go ahead and
Oh,
talk. If
okay.
you want extras, more food in here." And she just leaves and goes.
Well, it's hard to say how it went.
Oh, I kind of like shoved my plate a little bit to the side. Do you need to talk like about it, or is it
I
just
don't
like,
think I can.
okay,
I don't know what's going on anymore.
well, that's not feeling either. Are you sure there's nothing I can do?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
walk me through. Like, you go home, you see your dad sitting there, ponderous as he always is, waiting for you, and you have your weird, stern conversations you always have.
I wasn't anything like that.
I shift cross-legged and turn to you. What? That's almost routine.
He started drinking again.
Oh. I mean, I know it's not my room to play or place, really. But, I mean, the man almost did die. And I know he wasn't really forward with you joining the whole guard thing with me.
I'm upset about that, of course, but it's not just that. Of course.
Okay.
He's seeing someone apparently.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Cool. I I I I honestly don't know how well that situation's working out for you. I mean,
Weird, obviously.
yeah. Um. Okay. So him seeing somebody, is he sort of having a close to death crisis or something?
I don't know. It's not even about that, you know? In one breath, he's talking about my mom, and the next, he's talking about he's dating someone. It's-
Wait, he actually did? He brought your mother up? Did you get to ask anything you wanted to ask?
It's my dad, of course not.
So nothing? You didn't get maybe some information from her, or like from him enough for you to kind of go on what you wanted to do with it?
I mean, there was something. It's just, it's.
Okay, what did he say?
Well, apparently she left something for me, and I have it.
She left something for you?
Uh, yeah.
Well,
That's
are you okay? Like, is it okay if I see it?
well, yeah. Not here though, just because it is a little dangerous. I don't want to bring it out inside.
Not a gun, is it?
Sorry. No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll talk a little more about it after you get like something into you, you know? Make sure
Sorry.
to make sure to clean up your plate after you're Is it are you okay, Theo?
Sorry, that was out of character. Yeah, Theo's just kind of like picking at his food because he's still.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to put into a goat sack to like take with us later?
I don't know. I'm not even really hungry right now.
Okay. And he kind of like shifts the plate a little bit and kind of starts eating off it. Mom doesn't like it when no one eats out of it, so you're gonna have to wait like 5 more minutes.
God, this is funny. He's just like, well, if you didn't eat it, I'm gonna eat it.
Mom doesn't like it when
Theo's,
like no one eats the food. Okay.
Theo's
It
over here
is.
just like having an existential crisis. Yeah, good for you.
Crazy. Anyway, should really try the Rotwurst. This is the best. Really missing out.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
go stand outside.
Okay.
Just need some air,
All right. Well, he's gonna go ahead and then after done with that, he's gonna put the plates away, and you outside. Gonna go out to the barn, and you hear him saying various names, and then he comes back out. He's like, "All right. Do you want to go for a walk? Like, did you need to like still kind of get some bounce to the day, or what's going on? Talk to me."
Mm, I guess maybe we could visit the bookstore or
Okay. Yeah.
library.
We'll go see Tony.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
you
your
said you
appetite will be
wanted.
back when we get some of the cheese.
Sorry. Yeah, you wanted to see what she left me?
Oh yeah, I didn't think it was going to be right outside the house. We can continue walking down. I look out and see if my mother's in the fields, and I kind of wave off to her, and I still continue on.
And I like wave kind of like a you're like when you see like a kid waving to their friend's parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then Theo, as they're walking, he's gonna show off the dagger, the family heirloom.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Um, may I see it?
I, yeah.
Okay. And I put my hand out.
I'll
Is
just
there
like
good.
oh no, I'll just like hand it over.
Okay. Um, is there anything I can kind of investigate on it to see like what kind of dagger this is that it's like really special in this way? Because you said it was like a glowing light from it, right?
For you, it looks like a normal dagger.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
It
I
does
kind of
have
just
like a sun on it,
Nope.
the hilt.
Looks just like a plain
No?
old dagger for you, Nate.
Oh,
oh,
does it? Oh,
that's
that's
interesting. So
interesting.
so even investigating it, I wouldn't notice anything different from a normal dagger.
It would be impossible for you to notice anything different on this. It just looks like a
That's
normal
amazing.
dagger.
Yeah, I kind of like it's that look of like, oh, okay, and I look at it because I'm trying to inspect it as in to see how this is an heirloom of any type, and I'm like, that's a. I hand it back over, making sure not to hold the sharp side of it. That's a very nice dagger.
You will notice that there is no sharp side. It looks dull.
Mm. I think that's even more where he's
Uh,
like curious. Like, all right, cool, and hands it back.
uh, as I'm holding it, is there anything he can see from it at all? Or is it just still a normal dagger from what he sees?
Yep. Nothing special in your hands.
Yeah, and I don't even make it sound like as if I'm intrigued. I don't say anything like anything that would make you go, "Hey, see how this looks?" It's just I saw you pull out a normal dagger, and I'm just like, "Okay," and that's why I inspected it, and looked at it, and just was like, "All right, it's a cool dagger." Just seemed not very intrigued. How's that an heirloom? Um, I to me like it's seems I don't know. I don't want to offend. It just seems like did this kill somebody?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well I just
It,
scratched my head. I'm just trying to see how this comes down from the family line type of thing if it's an heirloom. That's all. I see
you
nothing
don't
odd
see
about its design.
you, you don't see the sun on it?
I look up. Well, the sun is up there, yes. But
No. On the, and like I'll point to where it is, but like I'm the only one who can see it apparently.
the sun on the dagger. I
Yeah,
pivot
right
in your
there.
hand so that I can see the shine from the sun on it. Yes.
Did it not feel warm to you?
I mean, if it sat in the sun long enough, probably. Thea, are you okay? Is this what so this is what your father gave you? Is this why you're a little bit deflated? Is this feel because I mean, no offense, but this just it's a normal dagger.
No.
Okay, it's not a normal dagger to you. I understand it's an heirloom, but I I fail to see where this is an heirloom. Theo, I look it over again. I'm really trying to understand why there's not even an insignia on it.
But there is. Eh, Anyway, I guess whatever.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I know you're going through a lot of stuff. I was trying to understand what I was seeing, and maybe I'm not seeing it the same way you did, but that shouldn't take that from you. I'm sorry.
No. It, whatever. I I suppose this is just something that I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it means something. Does, I guess, to you, does this give you further inkling of about your mother?
Well, if you can't see anything with this dagger, perhaps it could be something magical or otherwise. I don't know. You know how weird magic is.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We just had pamphlets explode in the streets of Lovoxith.
So maybe at some point I could talk to someone at the Magic Academy or
Maybe Good Hope would know something about it.
possibly.
I mean, when he does touch things,
Regardless.
he does seem like to like astral project. So maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Re-
Well,
well,
to that
regardless.
hope. Okay. Well then, let's just continue on. Maybe that'll be
Yeah.
our next trip around.
Yeah.
Then we continue on to Tony's.
Yeah.
And you can smell those books are cooking.
Oh man,
Tony,
that kind of takes me back.
Tony does not slow down for anybody. And as soon
Hot
as you
off the
walk
press
in,
type of
yeah,
thing.
hot off the press.
Barely even realized we were gone. You just worked so hard.
As soon as you open up and the bell goes off, he goes, "Hey, there they are. Where you guys been, huh?
Hey, Tony.
Been working the ovens double time trying to make up for you guys not being here.
What? I look around.
Put
a
on
little
an
bit. Looks
apron.
like you're
Come on, we
doing
got
well.
some books to make. Quit your yapping. Let's go.
And I
Who the
immediately just
boss
start
around
helping.
here, huh?
Right. Yeah, we get right into it.
Man, you gotta start making books. And
Yeah.
you can see that Tony wipes the pages off his face that are on there, and I don't know how you described how he makes books. I forget.
I feel like it's one of those things you see it coming out of like a stone
Yeah.
oven and everything, and then as soon as he lays it down, it's like takes this very thin wire and just keeps going through each and every page like as if he's scraping tediously, and then just does a pound thing cleaver right in the middle, and then gets a good leather bound back, puts it right in as the cheese is still melting.
Fungal Theo, how long's it been since you made a nice book, huh? Get out of the way. He pushes you. But
Oh, great.
he is rude. Tony, hey, he's the boss, man. Tony got
He's the boss, man. Anything he says goes.
After a couple hours, it seems like you catch up on your quota that Tony needed to make for the day. He's like, all right, madame, let's take a breather, huh?
Yeah.
So where's you guys been, huh?
Well, I look over at Theo. Well, been kind of going
Working
for
for
the
the
guards so
guards.
far.
The guy, you're supposed to be working for me. When were you gonna tell me you're working for the guards?
Well, that's kind of, and I look at Theo and I'm like, back.
It was an emergency situation.
The emergencies,
like-
I got emergencies out the wazoo around here. Look at all these books. Look at all these orders.
Yeah, emergency, more like virgin cheese. And he just lets that lay
No,
silent
no,
in the
no, say that again. I want to write that down. No, say that again. What was that? Say that again. Say it again. You, over at Lucian, say it again.
More like
I said emergency, like,
Emergency.
more like emergency.
Yeah, that's perfect. Nice, love it. And you see, he pulls out this little book from his sweaty pocket and writes it down there. And he's like, yeah,
Is it a
yeah,
cheese
that's the
book?
one.
Is it a
Yeah.
cheese book?
No, it's a normal book.
No, it's a wedge.
It's a wedge. Yeah.
Oh, it should have been. It should have been a. Oh, it's a wedge. That's
Yeah,
so
he's
good.
got, yeah, it's a wedge, and
my
he's got a grater, like a small grater that he uses to write with.
Catchphrase.
Yeah.
And it's got like a
Yeah.
pepperoni cover.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's real
This is
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
The magic items in this place are ridiculous.
Yeah, truly. It is magical
Oh.
walking into like Tony's bookstore brick house. Love it.
Hey yo, so what's going on with the guys? What are you doing?
Well,
Just
doing.
do whatever they need us to, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now, like so far, we made a lot of negotiations in the Rinvani district, and we were able to like kind of circumvent a power vacuum, which was actually really nice.
What kind of books stores they got over there in Vani, huh?
I don't know if they read books, to be honest with you, Tony.
You don't know if they read. Oh, you see the light go off in his eyes. I've been looking
Market,
for expanding.
Well, I mean, like the Rinvani might, but the Hookross that was there, that would be a little different.
I just sounds like money to me, baby.
All right, well, you know, like maybe we'll take like a few every time and give them a bit of a selling sample.
If they can have a Dunkin' Donkeys on every corner, they should have a Tony's everywhere.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
points Adam.
Ah, perfect.
But yeah,
Should be a
like a lot of
Tony's
the
on
stuff.
two on each corner.
That's too many Tonys.
That was the depth sounds where we both just stare. And it's like, yeah, no, that's too many.
I'm not
That's
a
one too
joke,
many.
Theo, okay? It's real business.
I wasn't joking.
You gotta keep it together if you're gonna be running your own Tonys one day, all right, Theo? Come on now.
That's the end game. The end game is Lucian and Theo owning a Tony's Brickhouse Oven bookstore.
Yeah, right.
That's the end game.
With a Ravens in the bookstore. Making our own Barnes and Noble.
All right, now
Tony's and Noble.
Oh man, you gotta work with Siobhan on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, a collab, a Taco Bell / Pizza Hut.
Yeah, there you go.
Insane.
I'll close every
A
one
Dunkin'
of them.
Donuts / Brickhouse Oven.
You know, like a Taco Bell and a
And-
Long John Silver's.
Yeah, the most estranged one.
And Arby's, what's Zabaro's mix?
No, nothing like that. No.
Straight up though, I have seen that before.
I believe
Arby's
it. I
Zabaro's.
believe it.
No, I do believe you.
But yeah, so go on. Sorry.
So, yeah, practically kind of gives Tony the rundown of what they were doing in the guard. Kind of like, you know, sharing a slice of page together and kind of having that moment of like explaining a little bit and getting up to where the Grimm's Eye and everything they had to do with that. And it just got, he starts speaking for more just personal effect and says like, and it just kind of got me thinking like, there was a lot of people that we worked alongside of, our families and you, and it just made us feel reminiscent, and we wanted to really, because you're a part of our life, Tony, and we wanted to share what was going on in ours.
Oh God, and you see him do like the Holy Ghost thing, you know, head, chest, left foot.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. That's great. When are you coming back to work?
Hopefully, once we get all this stuff figured out,
Things
I
calm
feel
down,
like once,
hopefully.
Yeah, because I mean, we can't have anybody being able to buy from the Brickhouse Oven bookstore if we don't have anything to anybody to sell it to. You know, it seems like
Oh.
there's a weird edge happening here in Lovoxith. Not too sure what it is, but we're hoping to figure it out.
Well, I don't know anything about that. All I know is my books are flying off the shelves like hotcakes, which is not
yeah?
any affiliate to what I do. But yeah,
Okay.
Any
Okay.
particular books selling more often, or is it just like uptick in everything?
just we just do reprints. You
Right,
know how hard it
right.
would take to make a normal real book. I would lose money. I got to make
Yeah.
reprints. Everything's reprinted. It's all copies.
Well, yeah. It's just what is it reprints of everything that was destroyed then?
That's whatever anybody orders. Theo, we're a business. People put an order in and I make it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a subscription service if you think about it, Theo. Like the cheese is cooked to such a great layer that by the time their hands are done flicking through it, it melded together. If you want to read it again, you got to come back and get another copy.
Yeah, it's like having lunch and reading at the
Right.
same time.
Yeah.
In this crazy concoction you came up with. I still haven't really figured out the mechanics of the pizza book, but it makes
You know,
sense.
I don't think we have either.
No, it makes sense. I assume they take it and they have like a day or two to read it before it starts going, before it's stale. But they
Yeah.
also have to eat the book. It's a thing. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's enchanted pages that obviously have inscriptions on it.
Like
And then it's just yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you have like a frat party coming over, you get a couple novellas or something like that. Or if you're studying, I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great. We're basically just selling pizza with more steps.
Yeah, right. You have to read it. If you don't read it, and then you eat it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It makes sense. It's one of those things where it's like, where would the pizza company go if it had to keep up in its game? And that's Tony's Brickhouse Oven bookstore.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, but yeah, everything's reprints.
This is great.
All right, well, I pat Tony's shoulder. That's kind of just what's going on, and right now we definitely got some plans to like figure out. But it was definitely good coming over and swinging by and seeing you.
So what are you two doing now then?
I look at Theo.
I mean, we start back
well-
again tomorrow at the guard duties.
Yeah. I think definitely what we've discussed thus far is we definitely want to go and figure out how this whole thing started happening with pamphlets, which means we kind of have to get to the source. We need to talk to the king that had this dispersed.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna meet the
Who
king.
this
Well,
dispersal was.
here, quick. He goes and comes back with a menu. Make sure to slip this in somewhere.
I grab
Of
it, I
course.
pocket that for him, put it in my inventory, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll make sure. Definitely orders need to be coming over to the king at one point.
Yeah, we'll see if we can sell you on him.
What?
I said that wrong. I was trying to say sell him on you. But you.
Tom has a good slogan. Pretty much what you guys are saying. Tony's Brickhouse Oven Cheese Books. Books for all your emergent cheese.
Yeah!
Yes. Oh,
Oh, that's fantastic.
and we should come up with pricing too. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
it's extravagant.
Oh yeah, no, it's like at least 10 gold per book.
So the pepperonis would be the letters then, right?
Yes, pepperoni, and sometimes
Or
depending on those
whatever-
veggie lovers
yeah,
out there.
Olives.
whatever your topping is, the topping is the letter. So the pizza
Yep.
oven transmutes everything into a book-like state.
Yep.
Okay, so Tony may be a race of something that has not yet been discovered yet that's able to do something like this.
Right?
Tony's a god. We're gonna have to make Tony a god. A low-key god.
Maybe he knows my mother.
Yeah, maybe he is your mother.
Oh boy!
He's a demigod.
There you go. Yeah, Tony is going to have to be something crazy.
Crazy in a good way or crazy in a bad way? I'm looking forward
Crazy
to
in a crazy way.
I'm just trying to think of what NPC I could bring back that would annoy the crap out of somebody. And the only one I can think of is the old man that pissed off Basket. But never mind. That's something for another time. But I will work on this. I will come up with something like that for Tony. Tom hasn't met Tony, or Owen hasn't met Tony yet, has he?
Yeah.
You have met him? Okay, all right. Well, I'll find a way.
We were
to
in
work
that
around
book.
one.
We were in the
Yeah,
book.
that's right.
I think we were in the book.
I'll find a way to make sure that makes sense that Owen wouldn't have noticed.
It's probably something to do with like the smell of pizza or the smell of the cheese
Yeah, there
that
you go.
negate.
Yeah.
It like
Right.
overstimulates the senses that Hope already has.
You're not
That it like convolutes it.
You're not walking into Tony's. You're walking into a pocket
What if
dimension.
he is what if he is Ari's half child and he
Oh.
he has this magic oven that was made for him.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. We'll throw
That
that.
is really
We'll
interesting.
throw that curveball at Dustin then.
Ooh.
All right. I will mark that down. And so Tony is going to get upgraded to Rando NPC.
Ooh.
Yeah, the list is growing.
What an upgrade
for Rando NPC. Well, it is because there are people that actually have to keep track of that are involved in more than just one context.
That's awesome.
Rando NPCs. So the list for Rando NPCs right now, it's short. It's getting there. NPCs. Rando. We have... Where's Rando NPCs? We have Dexter, who isn't going to be a thing anymore. Another librarian that Owen's going to meet. Captain Uncle. Fenwick, Lucian's dad, and the side quest of the boots. And now we have Tony. What was his? Tony Ladonza.
Yeah.
Yes.
Demigod.
Captain Uncle makes me uncomfortable.
Ari's forgotten half brother.
Or child, his half child.
Oh, forgotten half child. Unknown half child. There we are.
Yeah.
Mm. He met one milkmaid a long time ago.
God, who could be the mom then? that'll be something for another day.
Yeah.
God of pizza books.
Very specific deity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling books by the pizzas.
Yeah, right. All right. So the plan is to go and see the king.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how this whole pamphlet disbursement happened.
That's very intuitive, both of you. All right. Are you just going to do that, or are you going to tell anybody?
I think we would probably
we
talk
should-
to Hugo to figure out how we can at least get some be able to meet up with him.
That's smart thinking. Because, yeah, everybody was told to come back next day. So
Yeah.
you will be meeting up with
I think
everybody to tell them that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll mention it at the meeting.
All right.
For sure.
That will probably be a little ways out as far as scheduling that, but you will meet back up
Honestly,
with... Yep, you'll meet up with the rest of them. Cool. All right.